Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers have been navigating some interesting twists and turns lately, especially when it comes to their infield lineup. After promoting Alex Freeland on the 29th of July due to Hye-Sung Kim landing on the injured list with a left shoulder bursitis, the team has been testing its depth in some unexpected ways. Freeland, a promising young prospect, quickly found himself thrust into action, starting 6 out of 8 games since his call-up. What's intriguing is how his role has evolved as the Dodgers juggle injuries and returns, particularly with Max Muncy making his way back to the lineup after nursing a bone bruise in his left knee. Initially, Freeland was mainly plugged into third base to cover for Muncy's absence, which gave him a golden opportunity to showcase his skills on the big stage. For a player just stepping into Major League Baseball, getting consistent starts is invaluable, and he has made the most of it. But with Muncy's recent return, the Dodgers have shifted Freeland's responsibilities to the middle infield, slotting him more frequently at second base. This is not just a convenient shuffle. It highlights Freeland's versatility and the team's confidence in his ability to handle pressure in various spots on the diamond. His debut at second base came in a Tuesday matchup against the St. Louis Cardinals, where he was stepping in for Tommy Edman, who unfortunately landed on the injured list with a sprained right ankle. This move signaled that Freeland's time in the majors might extend a little longer than initially expected, as the Dodgers needed someone reliable to fill the void in a critical position. Over the course of his major league stints so far, Freeland has been productive, reaching base 7 times in just 23 plate appearances. For a newcomer, that kind of on-base ability is a positive sign and a foundation to build on as he gains more experience. However, the Dodgers are well aware that Freeland's stay could be temporary. Kim's rehabilitation from his shoulder injury appears to be progressing well, and the front office is optimistic about his return. The club has kept expectations grounded, but all indications suggest Kim's time on the injured list will be brief. The 26-year-old has been ramping up his workouts, including hitting, fielding, and running drills, which points for a hopeful comeback in the near future. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts shared some insights, noting that Hye-Sung was reportedly around 90% healthy, though Roberts suggested that might translate to roughly 80 to 85% in reality. Still, the fact that Kim has been swinging the bat, taking grounders, and running around the field is encouraging news for the team's infield stability. In the meantime, Freeland's role remains vital, and the young infielder has embraced both the opportunities and the challenges that come with playing at the highest level. When Muncy was given a day off to ease back into regular play, Freeland returned to third base, but not without some growing pains. The game was marked by a few defensive lapses, including a notable throwing error from Freeland that allowed the Cardinals to extend their lead. The rookie took responsibility for the mistake, acknowledging it was a learning experience. He described the play as close, but admitted his throw was off, a candid reflection on the daily grind of professional baseball, where every game, whether won or lost, offers lessons to improve. That mindset of taking setbacks in stride and focusing on continuous learning is exactly what young players need to succeed in the long run. Shifting focus to another headline grabber on the Dodgers roster, Shohei Ohtani continues to amaze, even in moments when the team's fortunes don't align with his brilliance. The Dodgers were off on Thursday following a 5-3 loss against the Cardinals, a game in which Ohtani made a peculiar sort of baseball history. Despite delivering an exceptional individual performance, he became the first player in Major League Baseball history since runs batted and became official in 1920 to combine a home run, at least 8 strikeouts as a pitcher, driving in more runs than he allowed, and drawing more walks than he surrendered, all in the same game. It's a rare blend of power, pitching dominance, and plate discipline that few players in history have ever exhibited in a single outing. In that game, Ohtani went 1 for 3 at the plate with his 39th homer of the season, placing him second in the National League in home runs, just behind Kyle Schwarber. He also racked up 2 RBIs, pushing his total to 75 for the year. On the mound, Ohtani pitched 4 innings, allowing just 1 earned run on 2 hits, with no walks and 8 strikeouts, dropping his earned run average to an impressive 2.37 for the season. His recovery from Tommy John surgery has been steady and promising, and he looks increasingly like the dual threat the Dodgers hoped to have back when they signed him. The Dodgers management and coaching staff are counting on Ohtani to be a key weapon down the stretch and into the playoffs, where every edge matters. His ability to pitch effectively again not only adds depth to the rotation, but also strengthens his bid for a second consecutive National League Most Valuable Player award, a feat that would cement his legacy as one of the game's all-time talents. As the team prepares for a high-profile pitching matchup between Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer, Ohtani's continued development on the mound provides a tantalizing glimpse of the firepower the Dodgers could unleash in the postseason. Yet, amid these individual highlights, the Dodgers' offense has struggled to find consistent rhythm in recent weeks. Since the beginning of July, the team's batting average has dipped to just .231, with a corresponding on-base percentage and slugging percentage that reflect their offensive woes. Scoring only 116 runs over that period places them near the bottom of the league, and their strikeout rate has climbed, signaling frustration at the plate. With nearly a quarter of their plate appearances ending in strikeouts, the Dodgers have been challenged to manufacture runs in key moments, a troubling trend for a team with championship aspirations. Rather than making a splashy trade to address these issues at the deadline, the Dodgers opted for a more conservative approach, adding only a 4th outfielder in Alex Call. Rumors swirled about potential acquisitions like Steven Kwan, but the front office decided against shaking up the roster dramatically. Andrew Friedman, the Dodgers' president of baseball operations, expressed confidence that no trade would have resolved the underlying problems with the offense. According to Friedman, the essence of the Dodgers' hitting philosophy is about disciplined at-bats and smart decision-making, something the current slump reflects more than a lack of talent. As the Dodgers navigate these challenges, their approach highlights a balancing act common in baseball: managing injuries, nurturing young talent, relying on star power, and making tough decisions about lineup construction. The pressure is always high in Los Angeles, where expectations for postseason glory are the norm, and every game is a test of resilience and skill. The young players like Alex Freeland have a chance to prove themselves. Veterans like Ohtani and Betts are battling to recapture peak form, and the coaching staff must orchestrate all these moving pieces to keep the Dodgers competitive. With the return of Max Muncy adding depth and flexibility to the infield, and the hopeful comeback of Hye-Sung Kim looming on the horizon, the Dodgers roster is far from static. The coming weeks will be a critical period to see if the offense can regain its stride and whether the team can harness the full potential of its mix of experience and youth. The stakes are high, but the talent and resolve are there, setting the stage for an intriguing chapter in the Dodgers season. As the Los Angeles Dodgers push deeper into the season, their pitching staff stands as a pillar of strength amid the offensive uncertainties that have challenged the club. Clayton Kershaw, the veteran left-hander whose name is synonymous with Dodgers excellence, continues to be a reliable force on the mound. His presence alone commands respect and provides a sense of stability for a rotation that has undergone its share of trials over the years. Kershaw's recent outing, matched up against Max Scherzer of the Toronto Blue Jays, represents one of those marquee pitching duels that remind fans why pitching often dictates the flow and outcome of a baseball game. Kershaw's career has been defined by moments of brilliance, and even as he advances in age, he has adapted his approach to maintain effectiveness. His mastery of location and ability to mix pitches keep hitters off balance, a contrast to the power pitching that dominates the league today. Facing Scherzer, a fiery competitor known for his intensity and strikeout prowess, sets the stage for a captivating battle between two seasoned aces who have both tasted World Series glory. The stakes in these matchups go beyond wins and losses. They are tests of legacy, resilience, and mental fortitude as each tries to outsmart the other and deliver for their team. Beyond Kershaw and Scherzer, the Dodgers' pitching staff benefits greatly from Shohei Ohtani's return to form on the mound. Ohtani's unique dual-threat capability as both a dominant pitcher and a power hitter is one of the most remarkable stories in modern baseball. His journey back from Tommy John surgery has been carefully managed, with a focus on gradually building innings and intensity while maintaining his offensive contributions. This balancing act is a delicate one, but so far, the results have been encouraging. Ohtani's ability to strike out batters in bunches, combined with his knack for limiting runs, has helped solidify the Dodgers' rotation depth and offers the team flexibility when it comes to managing workloads and matchups. The Dodgers' pitching success, however, does not exist in isolation. It is intrinsically tied to the defense behind them and the team's ability to generate runs, both areas that have faced scrutiny at times during the season. Defensive miscues, like the throwing error from Alex Freeland in a recent game against the Cardinals, underscore the challenges of integrating younger players into high-pressure environments. Freeland's mistake, though costly in that moment, is part of a natural learning curve for a rookie adjusting to the speed and intensity of Major League play. The Dodgers coaching staff understands this and is focused on helping these players develop the skills and confidence necessary to contribute consistently. At the same time, the offensive struggles have placed additional pressure on the pitching staff to keep games close and provide chances for late-inning comebacks. The Dodgers entered the season with one of the most formidable lineups in baseball, featuring multiple All-Stars and MVP-caliber talents. However, baseball seasons are long and grueling, and the inevitable slumps and injuries test the depth and resilience of every team. The Dodgers have experienced both, as key players like Mookie Betts and Teoscar Hernandez have battled to find their stride, leaving gaps that are difficult to fill even with a deep roster. Betts, in particular, has faced a season of adversity, with his offensive production dipping well below his career standards. His struggles have reverberated throughout the lineup, as the team depends heavily on his ability to get on base and drive runs. Manager Dave Roberts' decision to keep Betts in the top spots of the order despite the slump is a calculated move to show faith and avoid destabilizing the player's confidence. Roberts has publicly expressed his belief in Betts' talent and importance, emphasizing that the player's defensive contributions remain valuable even when the bat cools off. This unwavering support reflects a broader philosophy within the Dodgers organization. Trust the process and the players, even when the results aren't immediately apparent. Adding to the complexity of managing a high-profile roster is the constant balancing act of handling injuries and workload. The Dodgers have seen their share of setbacks, with Hye-Sung Kim's shoulder injury being a prime example. Kim's absence forced the promotion of Alex Freeland and reshaped the infield dynamic, requiring adaptability from both the players and the coaching staff. The hope is that Kim's recovery will be swift and complete, allowing him to return to the lineup and provide the kind of stability and production that made him a key piece before his injury. Until then, Freeland's performance will be under a microscope as he tries to prove he can be more than just a temporary fill-in. This theme of patience and long-term planning is evident across the Dodgers' front office and coaching decisions. Rather than making reactive moves in the trade market, the organization has shown a preference for developing talent internally and trusting in the core group of players to overcome rough patches. This approach, while sometimes frustrating for fans eager for immediate fixes, has a strong foundation in sustainable success. It acknowledges that baseball is a marathon, not a sprint, and that building chemistry and consistency takes time. In the backdrop of all these storylines is the ever-present pressure of Los Angeles, a city with passionate fans and high expectations. The Dodgers are not just playing for wins. They are playing for legacy, for pride, and for the chance to etch their names in baseball history. The drama of the season continues to unfold, and every player, every pitch, and every swing adds another chapter to the saga of this iconic franchise. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Justin Turner, veterano tercera base, do Los Angeles Dodgers. Caso un verdadero rebulico, no mundo do baseball ao declare resentiment que the atmosphere in the Dodgers clubhouse was unbearable. These candid remarks have stirred significant speculation among fans, analysts, and insiders alike, suggesting that tensions within the team might be reaching a boiling point. Such a statement coming from a respected figure like Turner fuels rumors of underlying conflicts that may be disrupting the harmony of one of MLB's most successful franchises. The Dodgers have long been viewed as a powerhouse with a solid locker room culture, but Turner's comments hint at a different reality behind the scenes. Many wonder what specific factors contributed to this so-called unbearable environment. Was it internal disagreements among star players, coaching staff disputes, or perhaps pressure from media and management? The possibilities seem endless, and each one could potentially reshape the narrative around the Dodgers season. Fans and commentators have started to dissect every recent game and interview for clues, further fanning the flames of speculation. Meanwhile, the front office has remained tight-lipped, adding more mystery to the situation. Could Turner's revelation mark the beginning of a locker room upheaval? Or is it merely an isolated feeling from one player? Only time will tell, but the buzz is undeniable and growing louder by the day. As the news of Turner's candid statement spreads, whispers throughout baseball circles suggest that this might not be an isolated issue, but rather part of a deeper, ongoing conflict within the Dodgers organization. Sources close to the team hint at mounting frustrations stemming from clashing personalities and differing visions for the team's future. It's possible that a star-studded roster filled with high expectations could be breeding internal competition that goes beyond healthy rivalry. Could the pressure to perform under the spotlight of Los Angeles be causing fractures in what was once considered a unified group? Some insiders speculate that disagreements between players and coaching staff might have escalated behind closed doors, creating a toxic environment that players find hard to endure. Additionally, the recent streaks of wins and losses have put added strain on the team, making it harder to maintain cohesion. These tensions could explain why Turner, despite being a seasoned veteran, felt compelled to speak out. The question now is whether the Dodgers management will step in to mediate and restore peace, or if the discord will continue to affect their performance on the field. This rumor mill is stirring up a storm, raising concerns about the future stability of a team many predicted to dominate the league. How long can such a situation remain under wraps? Will Turner's honesty spark a necessary dialogue, or will it deepen the rift? Moreover, Turner's revelation invites a broader conversation about the impact of clubhouse dynamics on team performance, especially in high-stakes environments like the MLB playoffs. The Dodgers have consistently been playoff contenders, but internal turmoil could severely undermine their chances. Speculation is rife that if the locker room remains tense and unbearable, as Turner describes, it might lead to a breakdown in communication and trust among teammates. This could manifest in critical moments during games when cohesion and mutual support are paramount. There are murmurs that some players might be distancing themselves emotionally or mentally, which could be disastrous during crunch time. Beyond the players, the coaching staff's role in either exacerbating or alleviating these tensions is a hot topic. Analysts debate whether management's approach to handling star egos and the media pressure has been effective or counterproductive. If the rumor holds true, it might explain recent inconsistent performances and strategic errors that have puzzled fans and pundits. The Dodgers front office faces a dilemma: whether to intervene publicly to quash the unrest or handle the matter quietly behind the scenes. The situation remains fluid, with potential consequences not just for this season, but for the franchise's culture going forward. Such a scenario adds a compelling subplot to the Dodgers' story, transforming every game into more than just a contest on the field. Adding fuel to the fire, rumors suggest that this unbearable atmosphere might be influencing trade talks and player morale, with some stars possibly reconsidering their commitment to the Dodgers. Turner's comments could be a symptom of wider dissatisfaction, causing concern among league insiders who watch player movement closely. Speculation abounds that agents and other teams might be circling, sensing an opportunity to lure key Dodgers players away amid the unrest. The potential for a mid-season shakeup grows louder as whispers circulate about possible trades or changes in the coaching staff. If the clubhouse tension remains unresolved, it might affect contract negotiations or players' willingness to re-sign with Los Angeles in the offseason. The Dodgers, known for their deep pockets and ambition, could face unexpected challenges retaining top talent. Moreover, the fanbase's reaction to Turner's statement is another layer in this unfolding drama, as supporters grapple with the contrast between on-field success and off-field turmoil. The team's public image, carefully cultivated over years, now risks damage due to these revelations. Could this be the tipping point for the Dodgers, leading to a rebuilding phase sooner than anticipated? Or will the leadership harness this turmoil as a catalyst for change and renewed focus? The ripple effects of Turner's statement are already felt across the league, making the Dodgers situation one of the most intriguing stories in sports today. In conclusion, Justin Turner's blunt admission about the unbearable locker room atmosphere has unleashed a wave of speculation about the Los Angeles Dodgers' internal state. This revelation opens numerous questions about the team's dynamics, potential conflicts, and future trajectory. The rumor mill is rife with conjecture about causes and consequences, from personality clashes and coaching disagreements to broader organizational challenges. Fans, analysts, and insiders are all closely monitoring the unfolding saga, eager to see how the Dodgers will respond to this public crack in their facade. The possibility that these tensions could affect team performance, player retention, and strategic decisions adds an unexpected layer of drama to what was expected to be another dominant Dodgers season. Turner's courage in speaking out might prompt necessary changes, or it might deepen existing divides. Regardless, the buzz surrounding the Dodgers' locker room has made them one of the most talked-about teams off the field, raising stakes far beyond wins and losses. As this rumor continues to develop, every game and headline will be scrutinized for signs of resolution or further discord. For now, the Dodgers find themselves not just battling opponents on the diamond, but also an internal struggle that could shape their destiny in profound ways. The sports world watches, waiting for the next chapter in this gripping saga to unfold. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.